Yeah, hi, I'm Paul, that's paularcher.com. Presentation skills then, questions that people ask me about these things. One question I get is, how do you use your body, if you like, your body language when presenting in public or to a group of people, or even presenting to a video, which I'm doing right now. Now I've got 7 ideas for you, or 7 things to remind you of, because you know all these things anyway. It's just packaging them together, isn't it? Number 1 is first impressions. Make sure that your first impression is absolutely spot on. So look the part. If you need to wear a suit, wear a suit. If you need to comb your hair, comb your hair. Look confident, look assured as you hit the stage. The first impressions make a huge difference, don't they, in many, many people. Have the arrogance to stand still. Now this, I don't mean arrogant as in that horrible skill set, if that's the word to use, that a lot of people have, but have the arrogance to stand still. Move only with a purpose around your presentation arena. Don't move unnecessarily because it shows nerves. I see a lot of people pacing, don't they, backwards and forwards, or swaying or dancing or doing all these things, and that's fine. But have the arrogance to stand still. Obviously, of a video, I have to, because if I kind of moved over here or over here, you wouldn't know where I was coming and going. The third one for you is the hands. Hands. Let them come out to play. The hands. Don't keep them firmly down here, unless of course you're on video. But if you're in front of an audience, you want to be gesturing, and if it's a big audience, you want big gestures. Gestures that build rapport, bring people in maybe, but also gestures that illustrate your talk that you're talking about. So it's an enormous prospect that we've got available to us, and it's just the tiny detail that makes all the difference. These sort of gestures work really well when you're face to face with an audience. On video it's slightly different. You can use gestures, but when you end up like a windmill, I've seen people just dancing around like a helicopter, ridiculous. So let them out to play. Don't grasp them. Don't grasp your midline like that as well. That's not good at all. Volume. Make sure your volume of your voice is sufficient for everybody to hear. If you have to have a microphone, which I have on video here, then have a microphone. Learn how to project your voice. Learn resonance as well, where you can have a deeper voice, a sort of resonant sound as well. This comes across as very appealing to people. Pause is the next thing to do. Think about pausing more than possibly you do. Get rid of those verbal tics. Yeah, okay. And replace those with a pause. That's a really good technique for you, isn't it? Last 2 for you. The midline. It's an imaginary line between your forehead and your feet. Don't ever block it. Don't block the midline. Now people often put their hands together to block the midline. I don't know why. Even crossing their arms as well. I've seen people do that, haven't they? But having a lectern, I mean, you may have to present behind a lectern, and that's okay. But a lectern is blocking the midline, a table. Just open yourself up to the audience and be open for them. That's really the key message there. And the last one for you on body language is the eyes. Now right now I'm looking at the camera lens, of course I am. Now if I were in an audience now, I'd be looking in their eyes. The eyes are the windows to your soul. So therefore we need to look into people's eyes, not staring at them, but glancing at them a couple of seconds, then move on to the next person. If it's a small group of, say, 8 or 9 people, then you should move around the room, giving everybody that eye contact. And you must never let your eyes off the audience. Don't look behind you at the screen, for example, particularly if it's PowerPoint. Don't look down too much, you know. Look at the audience, engage with them as well. If it's a large group, I mean, I've spoken to very large audiences. One I was about 500 people. And obviously you can't see everyone's eyes, can you, at that distance? So look at clumps of the audience as you give them the eye contact. But it is probably the most important skill when it comes to presenting in public, is eye contact. So there we have 7 body language principles or reminders to help you when presenting next time in the sales meeting. Hope you found that useful. Paul at paularcher.com.